Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it's showtime. Hello, I'm back. Miss me? Next time, try a laser shot. Laser scope. All right, so we're going to try leveling up another alt. This is a character who I got to 80. One of my latest tier of alts. He's ready to go. I did run him around enough to get him Reaper, so he has Reaper. But he's going to be...
This isn't a good time.
And that's all he's got. So, that's telling me my coffee is ready. Oh, look, it teleported to me. So, this wasn't working on launch, but appears to be now. That once you have a character to Astora, you can gate there. I was not happy at the prospect of having to go through another extensive prep to get to the new map at all. But they fixed it. Yay! Okay, well, we're not just going to be grabbing hero points, although that's going to be a significant chunk of it. We're going to be doing stuff too. And as much as I would like to stay in that, practicalities require... And so it begins. So I will grab any events or anything that are going on where I get next to them. Basically, I'm going to be flying around looking for stuff to do, for more mastery points, and also for hero points. That's the big plan. It's really not very impressive, is it? Oh, should I also, Ooh, I forgot. Do we have... Ah, yes, we do have Icacia equipped. We definitely do. Interesting. I don't have the appropriate crafting tools, but I could still get chromatic sap from that. So that's a plus. Note to self: let's just go back and buy the crafting tools. Not futz around any more than completely necessary. Good evening to whomever has joined me. We don't have drops anymore, do we? Oop. My bad. Yeah, I need to change that. I hope that takes. I don't know if it takes or if it's going to tell me that I'm a lying dog. Give me a second here. It's going to update that. Should update it. Okay. One is updated. Yay, it works. Technology. What up? Technology. Yep, that goes. No, up. Oh, pardon me. Okay, that is correct. And that is correct. Okay, all is well. All is well. Don't suppose you've actually got any of the freaking crafting items. No.
Thank you.
Well, we'll see if any of the vendors to the south do. We'll head that direction instead of east. I've changed my mind. Whoops. We have. Time until magic dissipates. Events. I with doing events when I can find them. I don't remember if I have to talk to him first. I think I do. And I need to remember how to play Reaper. I'm huge! Oh, come on.
Look at that, will you?
Look at that. It's amazing. I'm amazed because it's amazing. Give me that unusual magic. I'm giant again. I'm huge. I can't stop myself from saying that. That is a very obscure reference. I've had exactly one person get that reference. Actually, it was the viewer's husband who was listening in the background. Right. Is that a Mystery Science Theater 3000 reference? And it is. So Wooden Potatoes noticed this. I'm watching his playthrough. He just got to Castora, as far as I've seen it. Should be clear. And he said something that I have felt exactly the same about, which is that it has the new starting zones for maps and stuff. It felt much, much, much more dead since End of Dragon. I mean, we're only, we're not a week into the expansion. No one's around.
I feel strong. Ah, Wayfinder. The vegetation.
Oh, there's another player. Yay! There was much rejoicing. I'm a bird. Oh, missed the ramp. Oh, you were really hard to control when you're in bird form. I have no idea how the birds actually do it. Wow, that was really... I don't know why they made this so difficult to deal with, but they sure as hell did. And it wore off. Am I a bird again? No, I'm huge!
Yes, highly educational. Oh, quickly, gather more data while there's still time.
The writing on the t-shirt, I will show you in just a second. Scrit happens. My friend and streamer Engelbert Meow wanted to make the shirt, and I suggested it should have a picture of a Scrit shrugging apologetically. And so she promised, because she liked that idea so much, she was going to get me one. She got
the real work
TV,
begins.
another streamer,
Interpreting data. Rest assured,
to do the drawing of the shrugging Scrit.
Wayfinder.
And this is now officially my Guild Wars 2 streaming attire. And how are you doing today, Miss T? Okay, we were headed to the south because we would like to buy some harvesting tools, because the ones we have are lower level, because this is a relatively new level 80. Oh.
My friend, come help me with these crabs if you
As
have
an old
time.
man who is always crabby, I'm going to be a crab. I'm a crab. Crab fight! I have defeated a crab. I will try and rescue this player. Because I'm a good guy. I'm a hero.
That's it. Calm down. It's going to be okay. Little decapods, don't you worry.
Where do you think you're going? Oh, hermit crab of soon-to-be laying down. And now, crab snacks. I'm assuming, but do not know, that that is a SpongeBob reference. Stop running away. You're a sea crab. That doesn't mean you have to be... I mean, you're a hermit crab. That doesn't mean you have to be chicken of the sea. Oh, I'm a funny guy.
Now I can examine them. What has these poor babies all worked up?
Take that!
Oh, you think so?
I feel strong.
Don't mess with a reaper. Oh, sorry. I can't help it. I break into Blue Oyster Cult at random time. I actually saw Blue Oyster Cult many, many years ago. They used to tour, as well as, you know, the tours where they would be playing arenas and stadiums. They would also do tours, or at least gigs, where they went under a pseudonym of Soft White Underbelly, and I caught them as Soft White Underbelly in a club of maybe 150 or 200 people. And it's quite a thing to see a major rock band in a really small
These
venue.
newcomers better pull their own weight.
That's the mayor.
Further away.
We've got a vista, which we want to grab. Is it below me?
The seas of Pastora have claimed many a vessel. Even the waters of our own little pool here are
dinner now.
no exception.
Please,
Never let the surface deceive
I can't do this anymore.
Cool looking place.
you. Secrets lie.
Actually, probably not cool, but it's probably hot and humid, realistically.
Kids, kids, come on. Come eat
A
dinner.
peculiar arrival. I hadn't got that.
Please, please.
Let's start the search for
eat.
kids. I'll help you,
Oh,
Casey.
thank you. You have no idea how much this... Oh, you look strong.
I am strong.
Commanding.
I am invincible.
I will.
I have to know why the game makes you relog to claim a buff, as it states not enough people on. Oh, okay. You mean change maps? If you mean changing maps, it is not mandatory. You have like an hour before it forces you to change maps. And what that is it's just trying to manage the number of open map instances there are. And so it offers you a short XP buff if you'll change, to encourage you to change to a busier map. My only problem with it is that sometimes they tell you to change and then immediately again tell you to change. But generally, yeah, you don't have to do it. It gives you a minor XP bonus for like 10 minutes. And it's not that there aren't enough people in the map instance. It's that there's a small enough number they would like to close it down and send you to a busier one, because they would rather have, 3 full map instances than 8 partially full map instances.
You here to pitch in, or you plan to just drag
But for
us
two
down?
reasons. First, it's easier for them in terms of resources, but second, the game is better when you're in a full map. And I was just commenting a very short while ago about how it feels like the maps are not as busy as they used to be, because my assumption, and Wooden Potatoes, the Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars expert and streamer,
Older by the day.
posited that it hasn't felt the same since End of Dragons. That they juggled some of their variables on map numbers and populations and stuff, and since then, a lot of times, maps either feel fine or they feel empty. And this one kind of feels empty.
Please, the children won't listen anymore. I'm not sure they ever
But you
did.
don't have to
Please.
do it.
They
If you're in
need
the middle of something,
They need you.
don't
I
bother.
need you.
It's not a big deal.
You skilled with a saw? No roof can hold up to the sand and wind long. Every leak repair.
All right, come on. Where are the other kids hiding? All right, round up time. Time to find the hiding kids, little shits. Cut it out. But if you don't map change, it's going to auto do it anyway. I'm actually not sure. It may just let you be the only person in the map instance, but it might change, 20 or 30 minutes later. A lot of times those sort of map things are not imperatives. It's like when they do a client update. They encourage you to log out, patch, and log back in. But you can keep playing on one of the old maps, as it were, for 2 hours. Then it will force you out. So my recommendation would be, you find yourself with a nice little, a few seconds of break time, is just accept it. It gives you a little XP buff. But certainly don't worry about it if you're in the middle of something. You can always say later, and it'll move the icon or the activator over here, just over the mini-map. And if you want to do it, you can do it, but you don't have to.
Hey, you. Look like
And it's
you got
I'm
an
not
arm
positive.
like that.
You may not have
Can
to
you
do it at
help me
all.
Get some of them coconuts out of the trees.
I have to get coconuts out of trees. I've not done this one before. No line of sight. All right, how about there? I didn't see it come out. Did it come down? No. How about there? Aha! Coconut! It is one of those sort of game mechanics I wish they'd explain better for new players. There's no shortage of those. I've been watching lately a number of players new to the game on stream. A couple of streamers. Oh, we got another coconut. Oh, we have to, I guess, drop the coconuts off. We have to drop the coconuts off.
Delicious.
A couple of streamers who are new to the game playing. Zeppla, I've been watching, and she's up to Heart of Thorns and is absolutely fucking loving the game. And the other just started yesterday. I think it's the first time I've ever even watched her. Annie Fuchsia. I mean, I know the name for sure. But watching a player like that, it always brings to my mind how difficult the experience can be for a new player. How so often things aren't clear like you would hope that they would be. And so they, of course, they ask help in chat, and they get 1,000 different opinions.
I'm stuck.
So, any of you streamers out there who are thinking about playing Guild Wars 2, my advice to you would be find one of your viewers who you trust, or guildies who you trust, or friends who you trust who've played the game to make themselves available to answering questions. Because asking the general populace is going to get you a lot of answers, most of which will be wrong. That was not helpful, Lens. That was the opposite of helpful. That was bad. Where on the earth is another one of the rocks? Why are there no more rocks? Why am I out of rocks? Don't suppose you have rocks to hand out, do you? Okay, this is dumb. ArenaNet? Why would you run out of rocks for a player when they're working on this? Is it to make it impossible for an individual to finish? Because that's what you're doing right now. There are no fucking rocks. I don't know how this sort of thing happens. This kind of clumsiness. Design malpractice. Well, I hope this person finishes, because I can't. ArenaNet? What are you thinking? I've never said that as much in any expansion as I've been saying it here. What are you thinking? Okay. Where some of those mean old crabs tore down my sandcastle. What the heck? I worked so hard on it. Can you fix it for me? Well, I can try. I'm rebuilding the sandcastle. I need to have a sand bucket. I have a bucket. I have it filled with sand. Oh, something doesn't like me doing that. No, that was another player.
Bow in hand.
I'm rebuilding the sandcastle. Is there no bucket around?
Strong.
Are you kidding me? Been watching Muckluck play, and he was saying some hearts now take 2 days to complete. You can use the heart tokens you get. Yeah. The time locking of stuff is another one of the things that I have been saying. What are you thinking about? Time gating has never previously been a thing.
Hey,
And I will also note, ooh, a stone has respawned.
Can you help me get some of them coconuts out of the trees?
I will also note that, that initially on the launch of the expansion, they had the mechanic of using the heart tokens was in the previous expansion. So we know how it works. You use the heart token, you would get 25% of a heart completion in a single token. Now,
This one's
4
a
tokens
beauty.
gets you almost finished. But interestingly, they added a currency cost in addition to the tokens, and people were not happy. Ooh, that was a mistake. You're goddamn right it was a mistake, but don't say it's a bug. That kind of bug does not happen when you're cutting and pasting a function. Heart complete.
The power. The
Haven't started the new
accuracy.
X-Pack yet.
That arm of yours
What have they
is
done? They've done lots of little stuff.
real coconut candy
They've
you
added
got there.
time gating to some of the
Thanks,
hearts.
pal.
For instance, there's a heart where you're supposed to pick up food and deposit it. And so I pick up like 8 pieces of fruit, run over, deposit, run over, deposit. After 8, it says, you can pick up more fruit tomorrow. And my response was, what the fuck? Time gating has never been an issue like that before. So what we think is they're just trying to force us to spend more time. They're doing the laziest kind of design. They're just, no, not yet. They're half-assing things. They're trying to extend players' gameplay unnecessarily. That's the best I can come up with for some of the decisions they've made. The expansion itself is fine.
Please, the children won't listen
It's
anymore.
honestly good.
I'm sure they ever did.
Okay?
Please.
Story's good.
Eat.
The last story beat we get is a bit of a predictable one, or was for me anyway, because I predicted it exactly. But the expansion's good. But some of their implementations are terrible. Just terrible. Let me share with you my least favorite, which is, in the past, there were... Oh, that quest did finish. In the past, a lot of times they would have a little bit of a filler content where you had to fill in a progress bar by doing events and stuff. Sure, it's boring and repetitive and kind of intended to stretch things out. But at least you're getting mastery experience, you're getting currency, you're doing events, you're playing the game. They replaced that this expansion, maybe because people complained about it all the time, and they did. I didn't find it to be a big issue, in eye roll. That was about all it got out of me. But they've replaced it with collections where they don't really tell you where stuff is. Like in, Plague Rats.
I feel strong.
In, certain in-game things, they require you to do a collection for something or another, and they give sort of vague clues where stuff is, right? That's perfectly fine if you're trying for a cosmetic or a pet or something. But in this case, they don't tell you where anything is. They give you vague hints. Some of them are easy to find. Some of them are very not easy to find. And then after, 20 minutes or a half an hour, you get a mail that will give you a clicky that will show you the location. But you still have to find them. And some of them were underwater, and those were no fucking joke. There was a whole lot of stuff that was hidden from the players. And it turns out today, in 2 of them, the 2 that I hated the most, the hints were wrong. They fixed it. Underwater caverns. If it was a friend of mine, streamer friend, the one responsible for my Scrit Happens t-shirt, Engelbert Meow, I recommend you watch. The first night she got caught up, first night of the expansion, she got caught up doing, for like 4 hours, doing a fun quest. Fun quest with those sort of vague hints where you have to try and track them down, right? And what she got at the end was a cool pet. But the ones in the storyline are story blockers. About half of my time in the expansion has been spent chasing these things down. And it turns out some of the locations that they gave you for it were wrong. They fixed that today. Not to mention, one of them was bugged, so on day 1 and part of day 2, I spent 5 hours running around trying to find things that literally weren't showing up because of a bug. So it's a mechanic I really dislike. I mean, not a little bit dislike, really dislike. I was hoping there'd be a vendor here that, maybe the heart vendor I can actually buy harvesting tools from. That would be nice.
Don't
Agnes?
seem to be dead weight, at least.
Agnes?
I'll give you that.
Can I actually buy supplies from you, Agnes, or are you just going to give me crap? She's got lots to sell, but none of it useful for me. Thank you for working out the bugs before you start. Look, there are going to be bugs. And I want to call out particularly the ArenaNet dev responsible for the bug that cost me 5 hours. She's awesome. She came onto Reddit where people were asking about it and said it's a bug, it's being worked on. My bad. I'm mortified when I put a typo in a chat or Discord. She stepped up in front of the Guild Wars 2 player community and went, I'm sorry. My bad. You know, I can't tell you how much I admire that. So, yeah, the bug cost me 5 hours. I'm not mad at Chloe. Hoping Black Friday will mean maybe the X-Pack will be cheaper. Yeah, really, really astonishingly brave. This is the internet. The newest chapter will not be cheaper for Black Friday. Everything else will be, I expect. Yeah, she is now my favorite ANET dev. Because that's not something that's easy to do. Pardon me. I really would like to get the harvesting tools because they're good for XP, if nothing else. Literally, I see myself, if I look and see in chat that I put a typo or left out punctuation or didn't capitalize something, and I just go, fuck. So yeah, I can't imagine the guts that took. You know, anyone else could have, almost anyone else would likely have said, yes, it's a bug, we're working on it, we're really sorry about it. They wouldn't have taken personal responsibility. And that is extraordinarily admirable. Here? No. Here? No. Oh, come on, guys. I know you've got them. You can't fool me. There we are, finally. 1, 2, 3. Dark Steel. Dark Steel. And Dark Steel. This is a character I leveled up not very long. So the only thing I did with them after getting to 80 was get decent gear and weapons on them, and then get hero points to get Reaper. Been known to block people for really bad spelling. It's even worse. Are mods that can't spell. I tell you, there are certain things that do drive me crazy. People who put apostrophes on plurals. You're making the word longer to be wrong. So yes, I understand. There's certain things that will really get my goat, and now you know what to do. You just have to, here in your chat, put apostrophes after your plurals. Now you should write apostrophes after my plurals with apostrophes in both apostrophes and plurals, question. Let's give Lens an aneurysm on stream. You know, I understand. How was it that it was above and then below? Now it's below. Oh, there it is. 0 points. I'm picky on that because I demand so much of myself that when I get those things wrong, that's why I get so mortified when I make a mistake like that. Neither. But I read like a maniac when I was a kid. I never was without a book, and I mean that literally. We're going out to dinner. My family's, mom and dad, my brothers, we're all going out to dinner. I'm taking a book. Who does that? Well, me. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get stuff. So, as an example, fish collection, rental fishing gear, seaweed collection crate. Okay, let's collect seaweed. If 5 members of your family would do that, I mean, I was just a nut about it. Harvest time. Harvest time. I guess because I'm carrying it, I can't carry more. Yay. So, I never had a problem with writing or anything of that sort. Oh, I can be on my skimmer for that. Well, okay, I'll skimmerize. I can't be on my skimmer if it bumps me off my skimmer. I was terrible at grammar lessons. Shellfish collection. I don't know. I don't like being called shellfish. But when it came to writing, I never had a problem because I read so much that getting it correct writing-wise was always easy. But I still, to this day, have no idea what the fuck a gerund is.
Help a young one in need. Join us.
Tyrion
Granddaughter will
reminds
get
members
spaghetti sauce all over the
always
library book.
Travel around and help people find food.
Breakable rock. Oh, that the shellfish? Well, I'm sorry about this. I've taken you a shellfish, and I'm running away. Because I'm just shellfish. There we go. Seafood connoisseur. All right, well, let's see what rental fishing gear. All right, let's try some fishing. Let's see. That's the reset. That's the set hook. I haven't done this for quite a while. There we go. This is the fishing mini game if you've never seen it from End of Dragons. Let's make sure we at least get one fish in. Yay! Dun dun! And boy, are we not making... I'm the only person doing this, it seems like. Yeah, this is why I Wooden Potato said it, I thought, very well when I was watching his stream from a couple of days ago. The map feels empty. The expansion just started. Why the hell does the map feel empty? And he's right. How about another one? Come on. I know this character has no fishing experience, so... Yes, I know it's the wrong box.
Yeah, I think I can find a use for that.
Yep, I think you can find a use for it too. Oh, we got another breakable rock.
How about you?
How about you? It's possible that I should summon my friends.
Brennan, your power flows through me.
Because I don't think my water weapons are any good. I think they're probably terrible, actually.
Eat my dust.
Did I successfully harvest? I don't know what they're attacking something. But I don't think I successfully harvested. But we'll try. We'll check. Oh, I did. Yay! Where are my guys? Oh. So underwater, I'll have to summon them. That's not going to work. I've got to change that right now. Can't have the water build using all of the things that I'm not using the rest of the time. Your soul is mine. underwater. Let's just go with signets underwater, so we don't have to think about it anymore. Sure, that's fine. It's fine. There we go. All right. This one may finish. It may not. I'm not going to spend any more time on it. I got hero points to earn for the new spec, which is going to be this character's main spec, theoretically. Here he is. This is Gravedigger Lens. Where are we at? Oh, we have enough. Do we have enough? No, we need 40. We need 40. Oh, no. We need 40. All right. If that event finishes, I assume it'll finish. I was going to say sooner or later. It'll finish later. Made a new macro for the new spec. Epic Salt. I know it's supposed to be in a good place right now. I may have to re-gear and everything for it, but that's fine. Did I already get that one? Yes, I did. I think it's past time that you started naming your new characters after me. Just kidding. That would be a signifier of mental illness, I think. Now I have a number of characters. Well, I created in the last year. I think I created 5 more new characters, or I mean 9 more new characters, 1 for each class. I think 5 of them are at the cap, 4 of them are not. So, got a lot of leveling up to do, and a lot of respecking. Those are all done for the new specs. What are you trying to do? You don't want any of this. You're not welcome here. I am Death Incarnate. Did you not get the memo about me, dear? I'm Death Incarnate. Pleased to meet you. Sit down. Oh, this is one that I believe ends in the crab rave, but I haven't seen any of the crabs dancing, which I thought they were supposed to do. No. I don't think I'll get credit for it because I didn't get any of the crabs into the box. No, I didn't.
Looks like we have enough. Crabs? Follow my lead.
It is crab rave time. I think there's supposed to be crabs dancing. But that crab's not dancing, and I don't see any other crabs. By the way, you can tell... Whoop, wrong button. Sorry. The glowy tip on my weapon means the legendary light armor gloves. Ooh! Ah! And make other amazed sounds if you like. They're still available. I will give you, after I beat up this freebooter, or possibly not. Evidently, they don't want to talk to me. Understandable, I'm very imposing and
This
scary.
hollow stuff is amazing. I can
We have sea turtles. Legendary gloves are available if you do the a bunch of the random queue fractals, the quick play fractals.
Takes
To kill rising. Eat my dust.
And so I did those, and that got me a quick and easy, cheesy... Okay, I've got the bait, so now I can bait a turtle. I have baited the turtle, and now it will follow me out to sea.
Ecological bucket.
If you're not familiar with how legendary weapons work, items work. For instance, in this case, we're talking about legendary gloves.
Brilliant ember.
Any character who can use the item has access to their own copy of it. Unfortunately, missed. No. It's still around. It's still going. That part is still going. You won't. You might have to wait longer to get a queue, but that's not timed. There was a part of the event that was timed, but not the part that rewards you with the legendary gloves. Okay, I didn't grab them. I thought I baited him. Oh, that's turtle bait, not turtle. Come along with me, sea turtle. Oh, makes a little noise. So, there was an event, but the main part of it is ongoing. That is never going anywhere. So, for instance, you can't get... you can't get some of the extra rewards that were available. Are you coming? Easy legendary. You don't have any legendary armor yet? It actually is pretty easy. It just... I don't know. If I had to guess... And keep in mind, you're getting XP the whole time you're doing this. I would guess maybe 6 hours of queuing up and doing fractals. There are 10 fractals. They've all been made significantly easier, so a team of random players can get them done. It's great when you want some content that you don't have to pay enormous amounts of attention to. You just kind of have to play. There is also the legendary amulet you can get from the Seasons of the Dragons achievement. If you have Living World, if you have, I think all the Living World chapters are required for that. So those are the two that can be gotten by anyone without any special crafting components. And actually, as you work your way through the Seasons of the Dragons, about halfway through the completion of that event, along the way you get like a 32-slot bag. You get a precursor for one of the Aurene legendary weapons. So you can start the Aurene weapon, an Aurene weapon, if you want to, for a legendary. Now those are significant amounts of time, effort, and resources. But it is the first step towards getting one. For instance, in my case, my total collection of legendaries, if you have all the game, then all you have to do is... I'll show you in just a sec. So I have 2 pieces of light legendary armor, and then the gloves. So 3 pieces of light legendary armor. I have 6 runes. I have 2 sigils. I have Twilight. I have Bolt. And then I have the legendary relic. So it isn't an all or nothing thing. You can have bits and pieces. But if you go to the achievements and you go... Seasons of the Dragons. Here it will list what each of these maps, like Return to Drytop, is available to anybody in the game. That's part of the base game now. And each one of these will have a list of achievements on that map. And note, you get rewards. For instance, Mystic Coins, you get weapon skins, and after you're a quarter of the way through, you get an Ascended weapon chest. Halfway through, you get the Precursor, 3/4 of the way through gets you the 32 slot bag. All the way through gets you the last bit, which is the legendary amulet, which you'll be able to use on all of your level 80 characters at the same time. As you can tell, I'm real close. I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm me. One thing to be aware of. If you do not have the old-fashioned way of getting the sky scale, that's not the one. Let's see. It's Living World Season 4 stuff, I think. Yes, the Living World Season 4 stuff. Each of these maps, or each of these achievements for the map, will give you 250 of the map currency that you need for the sky scale. So it is actually much faster to finish up the return to on these maps if you're doing the sky scale collection the original way, not the Secrets of the Obscure way. So there's lots of benefits from doing it. If you've got nothing better to do, it gives you something to do. All mounts except Turtle. Well, then you're good. How did you get the sky scale? The old? Well, there's actually 3 ways. There's the original old way. There's the original old way using the currencies from Seasons of the Dragons. And then there's the Soto way. I've done all 3 because I'm not well in the melon. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not. Yeah, there's the original way where you had to work your way through on all of those Season 4 maps to slowly get the 250 map currencies. It is significantly faster doing the return to achievements. That's the second way. It's just way faster because you don't have to grind on each map. You can target the things you need that will give you 250 in one shot. And that also leaves you with some leftover stuff so you can buy cosmetics or whatever. New players get the Raptor if they buy any of the game, spend any money on the game. I think any money, but it might be they have to buy an expansion. I'm not positive. The Raptor then becomes a permanent unlock instead of being a timed unlock. Because originally when you get it, if you're like on a free-to-play account or something,
Seems to have magical
it's on a time limit. But, hey kid, the first one's free, you know?
Perhaps I don't need the war to learn new things.
But if they want any of the others, then yeah, they've got to get them the old-fashioned way. Although, you do get the Skimmer. Now here, if you buy this expansion, you get the Warclaw from the previous expansion. You get a Sky Scale from Soto. Mind you, each of those is not the exact same version. So there'll be things that they won't have that if you have it from Path of Fire and fully mastered, you'll have more abilities and advantages. Whenever you start a new character, everyone else is on a Raptor in the first map. Yeah, that is completely understandable. And there are a lot of new players these days, too. This thing is tough, actually.
Now that's a combo.
Death Incarnate. I'm not sure though. Can you kill a sword? I'm not sure that's how that works. Masters of the bane of your existence. You'll be stuck behind in a map, trying anything to get enough experience and/or mastery points to get the next one. I think that's kind of one of the things they want, and it depends for me. It drives me crazy
That's how it's done.
that I can't finish out the Icebrood Saga Masteries because I don't want to grind through that much grind. I have opened Ritualist. Dun dun. No, too much.
Eat my dust.
So you can't see it. I have a total of 618 mastery points. So I only have a few. Oh, I'm almost up to getting my next one. I think I have 4 masteries completed here. 1, 2, 1 of the masteries you can get. Yeah. No. 2, 2, 2. Really? I guess I have 2, 2, 2. More than I thought. We're close to getting 2, 3, 2. Yay. But it just is a continual piss me off that I do not have and cannot realistically ever get the IBS ones. Can't use your sky scale on a ley line because of those cuss things. That's kind of a mixed bag. Sky scales, they now have the enable ley line writing toggle if you have it. So you can turn it on or off. But there are 2 more things they really need an F2 and an F3 for. One is for wall clinging, and another one is for updrafts. Because sometimes both of those things are an incredible pain in the ass. The same way ley lines used to be before they gave us an out. I do want to commend them for giving us this option. But we really do need those other 2, please. It's the Rat King. He is a legendary, and I am not a legendary soloing quality player. So, he's the Rat King, and I'm the chicken. Oh, yes. Yes. I have no qualms about that. I mostly won't run. I mostly will run from champions. I know there are some champions that on some classes where I know the class well enough, I can manage it. But I'm not comfortable that I'm good enough to defeat most champions on most characters. Aha! He said to himself. Woohoo! More progress! So, that's the king. Hail to the king, baby! Sometimes, excretion is the bitter part of valor. Okay, I want to show you something on the other side of this. Oh, I have passed through 1 of 5 loops. Let me grab this. And then I want to show you something. This rock is flipping us off. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, it is definitely giving us the big FU. crystal clear water. Crystal clear water? I assume that's a clicky. I have sipped from the crystal clear water. That's an achievement point. I am only 430 away. Okay, well, that's actually a lot. It's not night out. Is my ley line riding up? It's not up. Let's turn it on. And away we go. I think the opinion is my opinion. I think the expansion is quite good. Not without its issues. I have some real significant problems with some of the implementations. The addition of collections as story blockers, I think, is an absolutely incredibly dumb problem. That's my single biggest one so far, in that it has cost me an enormous amount of time in doing something I found exceptionally not fun. One of those bit me for 5 wasted hours on the first 2 days. That has put me in a bit of a negative frame of mind, so I would not put too much weight on my opinion because of that one significantly bad experience. I think it is obviously going to color my opinion on everything else that I'm doing here, because I was so livid about it. So in short, I wouldn't ask me. You know, I pay attention when I say I think the expansion is good, because I have great reason to not say that. So the fact that I'm saying that it is good means it's good.
Take a load off. Stretch your legs. Warm yourself by the fire. Just don't tell me about any of that Hull Garden freebooter cult drama, savvy?
Juniper. Oh, we have a cat. Because evidently this has now become what you must do in every game anyone makes, is pet the cats. What was it? The bug? So, it's a little complicated. At a certain point, you get a collection quest. There are like 8 or 9 things you have to find scattered around the map, right? They give you hints, but they don't tell you. So you kind of have to look around and hope to get lucky. And after like 20 minutes or half an hour, they send you a letter. You can click on it and it'll show you the locations. Although the locations on the second and third ones, some of them were wrong. But I didn't run around and grab all those at once. Instead, I finished the heart, and it let me continue with the story. The problem is, the collection that I did not finish, they had a bug that it would allow you to advance the story, and it would make all of the mechanics here not work. You'd get to a certain point in chapter 4, and you'd go back to do this because suddenly it was required, and it didn't work. But I spent hours looking for the things I was supposed to be looking for, killing monsters that are supposed to drop an item that never dropped. Because as far as it was concerned, they didn't count. And that's the bug where the ANET dev came onto Reddit and said, "It's a bug, we're working on it, I'm really sorry. I missed that while doing the testing on the scripting." And so that's why ANET Chloe is my favorite dev. She made a mistake. It cost me 5 hours of time. But she stood up and waved her hand and said, "My bad." On the internet. She took responsibility for something on the internet. Does she not understand that that's not how the internet works? Anyway, thank you, Chloe. Oh, they patched it. They patched it over the first night. And then it took me about an hour to finish, even when it was working. So the whole thing cost me about 5 hours of time. So that's kind of why I have something of a negative vibe still about it, as The other 2 times, because 3 times the storyline gets interrupted by a collection. The instructions were bad or wrong, and they took me. It took me, for the third one, following the directions, going to the places that they told me to go to. I spent 2.25 hours on it and still didn't finish, and came as close as I have come to uninstalling the game as I have since Living World Season 3. I was very not happy. So, I understand people didn't like the old mechanic of filling in the green bar so they can continue with the story. But at least when you're doing that, you're getting XP for your mastery, you're getting loot, and you are doing, events and whatnot. In this, the only thing you're doing is running around and riding around trying to find a clicky for hours on end. And I just think that's a terrible, terrible change. And so that has colored, at least, it has colored what I will say about it, and that's why I'm going out of my way to hedge and say, don't listen to what I have to say about it. Because I think that decision, as an example, is terrible. As another small one, there's a certain point where you have to, in like the first, quest on the way to Cache Story, you're on the boat, and you have to rescue some people in the water, and you have to basically throw them a rope and pull them back. It simply doesn't work if you're using the action camera. And although I'm not using action cam right now I am. Most of the time I use action cam for my open world play because it's faster and easier for me. But imagine you're a player who uses the action cam all the time. I mean, all the time. You can't get this done unless you realize I have to turn off action cam and click on this. This is a very small thing. Not going to affect most players. But it's a game system a lot of players use, including me, that simply doesn't work for the content you've put in. That's another of why my biggest problems are not with the expansion. Expansion's good. It's with some of the implementations game systems wise. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll behave now. I probably won't behave, actually. If history teaches me anything, I won't behave. Thank you. Though I was hoping for some applause, some polite applause, but wild applause? I'm going to cry. I was reassured while watching Muckluck last night, I think, after stream. Somebody asked him how good the story was. And before he talked about what he thought about the story, he spent 30 seconds saying, okay, if we exclude those collection parts that are part of the storyline that block the storyline, okay, those. If we want to talk about the story, not the collections, here's what I think. So he went out of his way to, in essence, say, yeah, the collection parts are foul play. He didn't swear. Muckluck seldom, if ever, swears. On stream. I can't imagine having the restraint to not swear on stream.
Power flow at 30%.
I don't have enough character for that. Oh, okay. This is, I think, the hot sauce.
How do you feel about the waypoints?
If I'm
Or
being
the hot
honest,
wings?
don't know.
Burn the sails.
Kind of nice if they're
Up
building
my
an
Ellie
escape hatch,
scalawags.
but
Eating the hot wings? Is it the hot wings? I
same
think it's
as
the hot
here.
wings.
Nothing.
Making them part of a heart isn't
And
good.
I've known nothing
Better
else
as an option
anyhow.
for achievement hunters. Yeah, it's not even the heart. They're part of the storyline. You can't do the next bit of the story. But I agree completely. They are a terrific mechanic for the game, for side stuff, for achievements and pets and cool items, ascended gear, skins, that kind of thing. Side content, they are a great, fun, interesting mechanic. But as a blocker, no. Especially if the hints you give in-game are incorrect. And we know some of them were on the second and third implementations because they got fixed today. I'm going to AFK for a sec and get myself some more coffee. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oof. All right, so I think this is the Hot Wings challenge. Where we eat it and we try to heal through it. Now, I want to give him a full shout out for this. The Elementalist doesn't have to worry about the Hot Wings because he's got an option to cast a layer of tongue. Okay, a layer of tongue? Ooh, that doesn't sound like Elementalist. That sounds like Bioengineer. A layer of ice on his tongue. And so the Hot Wings don't affect him. I may run out of time here. It's a bit... Oh, that hurt. That's not good. An extra tick here is very, very bad. I think I'm going to fail. No, I succeeded. I fear no wing. You have to finish the hearts once before you can use the heart tokens for additional days. I don't really feel like doing that right now. Oh, we've got a dead player. I would like to help them. That's just the way I am, you know?
Eat my dust.
I think they may be AFK, though. Regardless, I'll get them alive so that the monsters can kill them again. Monsters need a workout too, you know? Play solo so you miss out on a lot of the shortcuts. What are you talking about with finishing hearts with tokens? Okay, so when you finish events and stuff, you will get tokens like these. These can be traded to a heart vendor for almost 25% of the heart progress. Maybe I don't need to do it on a per character basis, though. Let's find out. So I'll show you. So for instance, oh yes, away. So because these are repeatable with additional rewards up to, what, like 12 times? Something like that. That started in the previous expansion.
Commander,
So it's relatively new.
impeccable
It started in
Could I
Gentle
persuade
Wild.
you to help me get Pubcanok off to a promising start?
So I have completed this heart
You'll be more fresh
on
if it
2
crawled
days.
into Dax's kitchen,
So I
which
guess
the
it's actually
guards often
14.
do. And this Castoran
Playing
floor
harder
gives
than you
Pax
needed,
a
yes.
sense of pizzazz like nothing you've ever experienced. But I need someone to serve these mouth-watering delights to our insatiable
So
clientele.
because this character hasn't done it, I need to finish this
You
heart to
know,
be able
being
to
here
show you.
together reminds me of
So
the
I'll
Red
show you
Cup.
on one of the other hearts.
Perhaps you'll buy me a drink when this is all over. Hmm?
There are things called writs of renown. And I think they'll show them
Don't
to
seem
me
to be
here,
dead
even though I
weight, at
can't
least.
use them because I've
I'll
already
give you
finished the
that.
heart today. Yeah. So, local writ of renown. I've completed the heart. What it does is it gives you about almost 25%. I will note that in Janther Wilds, it was 25%. You could just hand them 4 hearts, and you'd get 4 writs of renown, and boom, 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 that would let you finish the heart without doing anything else. Now, 4 of them get you almost done. I had to do like a couple of deliveries in one of the ongoing events to finish out the heart. They cost, initially, when the expansion came out, they cost one of the heart tokens and a little bit of the currency. People went, what the fuck? And they went, oh, that was a bug. It wasn't a bug. They just didn't think we'd notice. And they fixed it. Got some Janther Wilds, and each zone has a different heart. Each map has a different heart, yes. Didn't understand what to do with them. Now you do. Yeah, what they're good for is basically either getting, additional XP or whatever. What they're really good for is finishing out your masteries. You know, because you're doing events and stuff, you'll occasionally get these hearts, especially the hearts that are difficult. And so Janther Sentry, in particular, when it first came out, those hearts were excruciatingly bad. And it just sped the thing up. I don't think they have literally any other game function, but I could be mistaken about that. I know you're saying lens? Mistaken? I don't think so. No wonder you get so behind. No, it's not a huge deal. It's a nice convenience. Like some of the hearts in Janther or in Lowland Shores, one of them you could do by all you had to do to finish the entire thing was do the shit picking up heart, the quest right there in the the little War Claw nursery area where you pick up the crap and you feed them meat and stuff like that. You do that one heart and it was done. That would finish the, you do that one quest for the heart and that was enough to finish the entire heart. So that one was pretty easy. So I never used any of the optional hearts on that. There were a lot of times where I would catch the heart where you go down to the water from the sort of the fish drying area where they were smoking the fish, and I would do part of that. You know, I'd get enough to get me like halfway, and I just finish the rest with hearts. So the best way to use them, I found, was either to finish out, you know, hearts that were almost done and you just wanted to get on with, or the excruciating hearts, to just say, yeah, I'm going to skip that one today. The scat picking up one, you know, sadly, it wouldn't be an MMO anymore these days if they didn't have a quest where you have to pick up shit. WoW got it all started, as far as I know. Bosun Tennant. He's only an elite. I can probably kill him. Oh, hold on, folks. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. 621 is my mastery, and also now, while the slipstream boost is active, hold down the hover skill to ascend for... Right, so this is the one that basically allows you to almost fly. Riptide Rider to ride the ley lines. Not that interesting. We've got a little bit of that. The Survivalist is what? Castaway stash collected magic for emergency. Survivalist supply. Stashes apply lucky shield on you. Yeah, those stashes are insult. Sometimes some of the masteries are really underwhelming. Thank you very much. Lending your aid to Castor has earned you the goodwill and gracefulness. Gain a bonus chest when completing events inside completed Castor renowned heart areas. Every axe back in WoW has a pop quest where there are steamy little poops all over the place. Yeah, it started with WoW, as far as I know, way back in Burning Crusade in Nagrand. You would get the Nagrand cherries, which were basically like Kopi Luwak, if you're familiar with supposedly the greatest, most expensive coffee in the world, where there were these antelope type creatures, and I'm not sure how you got, if you went through their poop or what it was. You got that, you delivered it, and you'd get Nagrand cherries that would give you underwater breathing for like 10 minutes. We've got another player down there going on him. I'm going at him too then. We're going in together. We got him. Easy peasy. Mildly squeezy. I wouldn't say, you know, go too far. And Latro has had a couple of scat play quests too. You know, at first it was funny.
Rerouting.
At this point, it's sort of like petting the dogs and cats in games now has become obligatory. And therefore it has lost its charm.
Heard this principal
At least for me. You know, when it stops being, oh, that's clever little thing they did. And now we're at a point where, oh, it's a cat or a dog. Bet I can pet it. Yep. Astral Ward memory. I remember.
This isn't the infirmary.
6 of 10.
Where am I?
Why is that raptor following me from like a mile away?
This is where the Asura came in, yeah?
I need to pick up driftwood. Where? Oh, over there.
Watch out for those crabs.
Fisher
And keep an eye
Scorcha.
on the whale.
Sorcha.
If she starts looking unhealthy, pour some water on her.
Oh, is this the whale? It's the whale. Water. I don't know where the water is. Where's the bucket of water?
That'll do. Bring it here. Poor whale. She's not doing well. Some water would...
None of us are doing all that well, lady. I don't see where the bucket is. Oh! I feel strong. Stop blocking my attacks. I don't think we're going to succeed because the beached whale is not feeling well at all. I don't know. Can we heal it?
Time and space are my allies.
Oh, there's the bucket. All right, I finally found the bucket.
Any last driftwood, bring it to me.
No, we're almost dead. It's almost dead. I'm doing everything I can to keep it alive.
Poor whale. She's not doing well. Some water would...
The whale's health is actually better than it was a minute ago. All right, you guys. Keep it wet, and I'll just keep murdering stuff. Let's grab some water. Is there a place I have to pick up the water from? All right, the white whale's health is going up. Am I supposed to be pulling on something too? I think probably, yes. Oh, oh. I guess I just have to stand here in this place and then pull occasionally. Yep, that's it. I think we're actually going to succeed. I'll just murder some more freaking crabs.
Here she goes.
Victory!
Oh, good, good.
I've completed all
Well, looks like she
crab-related
stays off the beach
events.
For a while, yes?
Let's see. Okay. The devs seem to be very good at making buckets of water hard to find and scarce, or not be clear as to where you're supposed to dump them. Outlands has a quest given by a goblin where you have to look for shredder keys once you kill a mob, and the NPC eats the corpse, then he poops. Yep, that is, you know, I hope it's just somebody being silly, because the alternative is somebody in that company has a very strange obsession with scatology. Pardon me, I'm reflecting. Am I done reflecting now? Press F to mourn. Gotta be a weekly? I completed a weekly. I completed 10 events. Okay, we're going all the way down. And now we're going back up. Now we're going down because we're going to grab that coral. mastery is mine. I know there are a few of them that are underwater. I remember that distinctly. Put that there. We come over here. We're back at 19. 170 to go. That's 17. More hero challenges. We have another new event. We'll just do some events. Which event is this? Sabotage Inquest spy equipment for Astral Ward Scout Rick's Longtooth. Oh, I think that's just destroying the dishes.
Interruption of our data gathering will not be tolerated!
Intruders! Hey you, what do you think you're doing?
This evil dish attacked me from afar. I promise. Would I lie? There's an awful lot of Inquest about. I'm not entirely sure I'm comfortable with the amount of Inquest, so.
This is Inquest territory now. You're trespassing.
Yes, I am trespassing. That's true. And yet you're both dead, so I guess suck it is what I'm looking for. Well, evidently that one's underwater, and this one is underwater as well. We have water, perhaps. By the way, I will give the advice to anyone who may be playing this that despite the fact that we have the skimmer now, sadly, in a lot of cases, you're better off just swimming. The skimmer is not... You know, we had a lot of layers in Janthier Wilds, a lot of verticality, and the Warclaw wasn't great for going up. It was fine for going from place to place or top to bottom. In this one, if you're looking for something underwater, most of the time you're better off swimming. But the entry to the underwater place is nowhere close by, so of course. I'm in a no swimming or a no mounting zone. How do the monsters here procreate? No mounting. Yeah, never mind. Hey, I can see my house from here. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure it's not a lens stream if I don't say I can see my house from here at some point. I'm not proud of that. Ooh, or token. A sudden sneeze attack, pardon me. I didn't see it coming, it snuck up behind me. And attacked me when I wasn't looking. What do we have here? Obtain bait by defeating the turtle's predators. There's nobody else doing it. These maps, honestly, they really feel kind of empty. No, not of content, but of other players. And I know Wooden Potatoes felt the same way. Just felt like it was empty. That there weren't that many players around. Pardon me, I'm reflecting again. It didn't feel as live. Most starter zones, you know, Queensdale, Matraca Province, they feel more live than these maps have felt during the whole expansion. At least to me. Your mileage may vary, as in all things. So yeah, they felt empty isn't right, but underpopulated, maybe? I'm not sure. Wooden Potatoes echoed a sentiment I've felt for a while that the maps haven't felt right since End of Dragons. That they oftentimes feel just underpopulated. Like there was some change they made to the fundamental map spawning and unspawning mechanics. This is related to, I was asked earlier about the messages you receive. You know, this map is empty. Would you like to move to a busier map? Those messages. I do not remember ever getting the case, which you get pretty frequently now, where they'll tell you that, and then 10 seconds after you change, they give you the exact same message again. To change maps again. Some of those POIs you can only get during the meta. I know there's at least one or two on the second map where that's true. Is it the same way here? I always figure they're empty because players are ahead of you. Yeah, the thing is I don't, I'm a retired old fart. I've got nothing else to do with my time, so I play a lot of games. That shouldn't surprise anyone. Now, I haven't played this one as much as I've played a lot of the others because of the things I covered earlier about that I'm irked about in the game. But I don't think your average Guild Wars 2 player is necessarily out of the first map. And, for that matter, the first map hasn't felt... the second map hasn't felt any busier for me, so I don't know. But the one thing I'm willing to say that for me feels like it is true is that we get more of the your map is empty, would you like to move to a busier map? More of those cases where we get that and then immediately get it a second time. I don't remember that happening in the past. I only remember that happening since EOD. Again, that's one of those things that is completely perceptual on my part, although me and Wooden Potatoes, I would trust his opinion more than mine. That's for sure.
I'm only gonna say this once. Get lost. This course is for prospective freebooters. Oh,
Hey, I'm a prospective freebooter. Can't you tell because I changed clothing right in front of you? This is a jumping puzzle for anyone who hasn't seen it. I succeeded on it previously. I don't feel like I want to go through it right now. Fell a few times. Busted out the prototype position rewinder, and that made it much easier. The prototype position rewinder is the dream item for people who are not good at the complicated jumping puzzles.
Wayfinder, Ward Scout Rick's here. We're picking up signals of Inquest spy equipment in your area. Take them out.
Yeah, I tried taking some of them out. And then was told my progress on that had been nuked from deep space. So... yeah, no? I think, yeah, no. That's what I'm looking for. But thanks for thinking of me, Rix. Oh, it is a hero challenge. Of course, most of these hero challenges are just communes. We got one up there. Oh, okay, I got that one. I was wondering, what the hell is that one? I thought that was the sword one, but evidently it's not. Well, that's where we're headed. Catch me outside. Sorry, I really am sorry I said that. I wish I had. Don't know where that came from. Well, I know where it came from. Don't know why I would say that. Other than I was looking for a well-deserved beating. Hi, Tove. How you doing?
It's stupid, I know.
It is stupid.
But I have to go inland. I need to see her. Can you help?
No, I won't help. Sorry, I'm busy being heroic, getting hero challenges taken care of. I can't no time for you unheroic people. Come on, get serious. You just don't seem heroic to me at all. It's another hero quest, and it's down below. It's over there.
Sheltered ones, it's time yet again to offer thanks for our salvation. As
Let me commune.
You're excited to commune with Shelterer Thornblue.
I am communing.
But first, you must ensure the ritual preparations are in order.
The Shelterer speaks! An adherent Aven is their vessel! We do your bidding. Shelter and await the offgoing.
Shelter and await the offgoing.
Yeah, this is one of the cults. I don't think I ever did much with this particular group of lunatics. There's the cherished book. I don't want to read it, you guys. You don't deserve that. And I mean, in a good way, you don't deserve that. You've done nothing to deserve punishment like
It's
that.
time yet again to offer thanks for our salvation.
Well, I'll read the next one I come to for you then. I mean, I like that stuff, but I can understand why someone might go, dude, why are you inflicting this on your stream audience? Whoop! I was kind of hoping to find this. The second map. Map number 2. Number 2. Shimmering Basin discovered. All right, we got that, and we have a hero point. Now we're racking up more hero points. Michaela. Ah, the fox. Glint of intelligence. Who wants some head pats? I bet I know who. You know, if they do stuff like this occasionally, that's great. It's cool. But it seems like more and more their default value is let's just make it cutesy. As I said earlier, you know, if it becomes routine, it's no longer cute. I was talking about cats and dogs in all video games these days. If there's a cat or a dog, they expect you're going to want to pet it. And at that point, it stops being interesting.
There's so much life here. We need to catalog it quickly.
At least to
before
me.
anything happens.
I know, I'm a sour old man. Actually, I am. Yeah, I am a sour old man in a lot of ways. Let's see. Is that above where we came in? Oh, let's take a look. Take a look, see. Sorrow Lady View. Pet it. It may be an achievement point in disguise. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway because now they put stuff behind what previously was, oh, that's kind of a clever idea. If it becomes required, it stops being clever. And for me, it becomes boring. You know, it's not bad in my eyes. It's just no longer good. You know, if it becomes kind of required, oh, it's the Choyas, the Choya Grotto. Hello, Castor and Choya. He appears to be in charge. The Choya in charge, or Choyarge. Oh, they're standing there. Can I dance with them? They seem unimpressed. How about talk? Nope. My assumption is there's probably... Oh, there is a... oh, Narcissa is here. Presumably they have a quest. No, I can't talk to Narcissa either. Okay, well then.
There. The Choya are gathering. They must be preparing to dance. While their speech remains far too complex to unravel, perhaps we can seize the opportunity to trace patterns in their movements.
Alright, she's got something going on. Choya moves done correctly. Okay, so this is similar to the one they had in Janther Wilds. Back and forth.
There you go. Dance, Wayfinder.
Rotate. Rotate. Alright, I've got two. They're applauding. Assuming that's the one. Oh, the fighty. I have succeeded.
They accepted you into the rhythm, and in doing so, they shared their message with us. I recorded the pattern for us. Let's see. Oh, how peculiar. Their sense of humor is very, crude.
Granddaughter number 2 just informed you dinner's ready. I want to know what it is. Now I'm hungry. I mean, I ate too much for dinner anyway, but now I'm hungry for whatever you're having. I don't know what it is with us streamers. We all want food information, and I can't say I'm any different. I'm not interested in hydration. Ingestion. Foodness. Yeah, kind of. Gotta admit, yeah. So what, we're about halfway done now? We're a little over halfway done. Woohoo! Don't think I'm going to be streaming for too terribly much longer, so I don't think I'll get it done, at least not on stream tonight. I may pop in again later and work on some more. I have danced with Choya now. Dances with Choya. Is there any other reason for me to swim around here other than it's cool looking? And I could pick up some mussels. Maybe do a little fishing. Don't see anything obvious. Just stone walls. Not sure why this needs to be a no-mount zone, but okay. Maybe there's underwater stuffs? Doesn't appear to be. I mean, I could have grabbed that mussel. Alive, oh. Am I not up yet? What now? What now? What now? We have another hero point over here. I gotta give the Inquest this. You know, they're awful, amoral, sometimes evil. They got a nice architectural sense. Well, look at that. Another hero point. I already have a build scoped out for this character. Bop him over to Ritualist. Sure, what the Ritualist uses. Staff, I think. Yep, more hero points. I can't say no. I'm hooked on heroes. Hero points. I remember this one. I don't need the instructions. Here we go. Okay, we need everything to be zeros, right? That should be easy. Press the first and press the last. Like I said, easy. I'm smarter than I look. Or sound. Or testing indicates. Gotta say, it was a good looking map. The first one felt a little bit too samey. Large parts of it didn't feel like it had much in the way of landmarks to differentiate. In other words, if I were to drop you in the map and ask you to point to the map on where you were without the indicator, you'd be wrong more often than not. It's a little better here. I mean, granted, it's, you know, it's a tropical island. There's only so much stuff you can do with a tropical island. Those ley lines seem to go to the exact same locations. Take me up. I need to be on my skimmer. No, I don't. They took me up. Got a Vista. Grab that. More XP. That. No, that's below me too. So those are all below me. I'm not that interested in chasing down POIs today. I mean, if I happen upon them, sure. Mostly I'm looking for hero points. Speaking of which, got one over yonder. Ah, that's right. This one is under the stone arch here. I remember this one. $85 to go, so 9 more hero challenges. This map has 8 more. Hero points. Hero points. Left turn. Uh-oh, below? Oh, I think below is okay because we've got a big drop off. Where is it? Below? Below? It's not, now it's above. Now it's even with us. It's tucked away. It's an orange rock. Take a closer look. I'll investigate. Strange looking rock. It almost appears to be leaking. Oh, something emerges. What the hell emerged? Oh. Hi. It's a mushroom soldier. It's a hero point. What was that noise?
I owe you one.
Little help.
Apparently, when he dies, he explodes. We both got downed. Amusing. Oh, okay. I will help. They downed? They're not. Okay. There was another one nearby. Where was that? Burn that. Over there. No, that's the one we just did. That's not the one we just did. Up above. Let's do a little creative. Semi-creative. I will commune with this place of power, because of course I will. I want the hero points. Give me the hero points! Like 60 points left. 6 more hero points. 6 more hero. Did we miss any in any of the spaces we've been going through? We did. We missed. Oh, yeah, that one I wasn't able to get on my main character. It's in the middle of the command complex as far as I could tell, but I couldn't find the appropriate approach. I kept running into dead ends. It's unsurprisingly being a large command complex of the Inquest. It's got a lot of Inquest in it. Who would have thought? POI. Little XP. Stupid inquest.
There's so much wild
We
magic
have.
here,
Oh yeah,
and
this
so
is the
closely
one mastery
entwined
point
with
I've
the
not been able to
wildlife as
get
well.
yet. I believe
I
it's only
need to get
available
samples for closer
through,
study before they're diluted
either
by
an
our
event
presence
chain
here.
I'd appreciate
as part of the
any
meta.
amount you could gather.
Sure.
Your skimmer should be outfitted for it now. Wonderful. I'll take as much of this as you can bring me. Just think of what we could do with it.
You've got one down there. So I guess the plan for tomorrow then will be, hopefully I will have either finished or almost finished, probably finished, getting the hero points I need. We'll put the spec together. Any changes for parts I need? I think I'm currently built pure power, so all berserker stuff. Not sure if that is going to be useful or not. I don't remember if it was power or Condi build. Power, I think.
Eat my dust!
Well, that Tyrannus man-eater was coming in a hurry. I saw him, but got it, the induction completed in time. Let's see if we can grab this. I've already earned those hero points. Let's see what we are. 50 left. It's like 10, 15, and 25, I think. We've got 5 left on the map. We've got a mastery point. A mastery point my main character didn't get. So this new get some validation by grabbing a mastery point. Couple more over there, one directly east. A little bit northeast of that. I think we may be able to get this done. Sadly, my Steam Deck has malfunctioned, not on an important part, but my clock that I normally look at has suddenly showed device not supported error message, which is new. It said it's below. No, it's said above and above, alright. Where the heck is it? Now it's saying, oh, there it is. I'm not doing much damage to this thing. Oh, another player popped in. Didn't even notice them. I feel guilty for assuming I had done it all by myself when in fact I had help. I'm not even the hero of my own story anymore. $15 and $25, $40. We've got 4 left on this map. I don't know if we can get them all. I don't know if we can collect them all. I don't know if we can catch them all and amaze our friends, but we'll try. Oh. Three to go. I've earned that. So presumably then in this area we've got 3 more. I do have a tendency to go around the borders of maps. Over here we have a camp of some sort, and I didn't get the waypoint, which was capital D, Dumba. Dumba with a B. Foolish. With an F. Glad I could help you out with the spelling of common words. Just in case you had any questions.
And when you lose your sense of direction and can't see the sun overhead, you'll starve out there.
Or be
See it too.
first if you're lucky.
We're not getting that one.
You need to follow the river. That way you always know which way you're headed.
So we'll head back to the first map and get 1 or 2. Because having already been in and run around in there for a couple of minutes on my main and not finding it, I have no confidence that I will find it. It's below. Bonk. That's the wall grabbing that I wish was disabled. Oh, are we going through another one of these hoops? Hey, at least this time they're not flipping us off. That's the other one we missed, so we'll go there. We'll grab that. There it is. It's just the first time I've never seen that. I've ever seen that error message, so it kind of threw me for a loop. Not that I'm not loopy to begin with. One short. Back to the previous map. I don't know, we had like 4 or 5, I think. Like right there. Back to Pub Canuck. Gotta say, I'm not a big fan of Matt Mercer's work on Canuck. I'm sure he's doing his best. It's not bad, it's just not Canuck. It's a thankless job, certainly, to take over a character that is well known and has a very distinct personality. I don't know if they're rewriting Canuck to be different than he was. To be more suited to Matt Mercer's
I pursue
delivery.
the bark of the bright leaf.
Did you hear
in
about
a
the
race
siege
against
of
death
Jerusalem?
itself? Help a young one in need.
But
Join
Canuck
us.
used to be snarky Now he's smarmy. That's not a trade up. This one I think we looked at and it was underwater or something, right? We couldn't find where the water was. All right, so we're missing files, so there ought to be another one showing up somewhere. Well, there are a number of them there, so we'll try those. Sure, we'll swap maps. I know a number of them are in the caves or underwater and stuff. Hoping for one more quick and easy one. That's probably what could happen. That's one. Another one over there that's listed as being under, but we have a hole in the ground somewhere here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
But if you can hack them, I can.
Maximum pain. That's pretty much my life. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Pain don't hurt. You can quote me on that. I wouldn't, but you could. You're feeling goofy. I think that bot is trying to jump to us and not able to make the jump. So we're not getting interrupted. Why not an extra? We'll return back up there. We'll cash in that last point and take a quick look at the spec bits and pieces. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am a freaking ritualist! It's been good being a Reaper. I am a big fan of the Reaper spec. It's one of my, 3 or 4 most played specs. Done world comp on my Reaper. Alright, let's see. Death Shroud is replaced with Ritualist Shroud. Spirits created by Shroud skills will persist. Oh, I guess I have to change my underwater skill. Spirits created by Shroud skills will persist until you exit Shroud. I know there's a skill you can take out here in the Grandmaster line that will make them stay after exit Shroud. After performing their initial attack, spirits will periodically attack, gain access to weapons spells. Spirits teleport to you before they perform their auto attack. That heal nearby allies when you summon a creature. Minion answering. When you summon a creature, deal damage to enemies around that creature. Not a lot of damage. But it also provides a buff. Okay. Gain concentration when you summon a creature. Gain life force when you summon a creature. Remove conditions from nearby allies when you summon a creature. Grants boons to nearby allies when you summon a spirit. resolution, and quickness. Ooh, quick. Spirit strength. Your summoned creatures deal more damage and their healing is increased by 50%. Minion Mancer time. I'm sorry. Wielder's boon. Weapon skill spells remove conditions from afflicted allies. Affected allies receive the full benefit of weapon spells. Gain a bonus for each active spirit. Spirits persist when exiting Shroud, but continue to drain life force. Life force that is gained during this time will not be consumed by spirits. They do more damage. They move faster. They heal more. They continue to drain life. Soul Twisting. The first spirit skill you use upon entering Ritualist Shroud recharges instantly. Alright. We have a little inkling now. I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you all very much, as usual, for hanging out. I appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more of Gravedigger Lens. Who will no longer be a Reaper. I think he's going to need a new hat. Let's pick out his new hat now. He deserves a new hat, did I? Yeah, let's see. He deserves a spiffy new hat. You know, the pirate's not bad, but it comes with hair. And I don't. No. Yeah, that's not bad. I just don't think that's a good match for the rest of the gear. The Rot Stalker helm. Sky Sage's helm, I'm sorry. Not on a human. It works on some of the others. But the spectacles, maybe. I could try to make him dragon. Or a saint. Yeah, the saint ain't working for sure on me. There's that right headband. Actually kind of cool. Arcane Spellweaver. Again, all of a sudden I get hair. Jade Tech Visor. That's a real possibility. I can work with that. I like it. We just need to change the colors. Do that now. Let's see. Nightmare. I think so. To match the accent color of everything else. It's a little over the top, but so am I. Although we could also go with the darkness, which is also a match, and then use maybe the Nightmare for the facial glow. Yeah, that works. We're using the Enameled Emblaze for sort of the metal work. Let's... Can we not scoot in on that? And what else are we using? Godless. Oh, we're using Godless as well. Oh, I guess that's right, because some of the colors weren't a good match. What else do we have? Pardon the yawn. And the best way to check out which colors show up in which channels is like that. Let's see. We're also using Warband. How about Warband then? Give me a sec here. Yeah, that works. All right, he's ready for tomorrow. So I will return tomorrow at the usual time. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Monday evening or Tuesday morning is great. As always, I like to wish my best for the people who've hung out here with me. I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. I am back tomorrow. Take care and Ciao for now.